Excuse me on the tear. Been a long road, been some long years. Concrete pillow, I am bed. Whole lot of silence in my head. Check out our new station. Channel of my life in rotation. Used to only play pain and rage. Now I'm flipping to a different way.
Excuse me on the tier. In this segment, I had a conversation with Jamie months prior to even ever being introduced to Powder. And this was his first reaction to ever hearing the Powder sagas regarding Jamie Maddox.
Thank you for using Global Tail Link.
Hello?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
What do you think? A mean motherfucker named Jamie Maddox, huh?
Yeah, listen, okay, I rewound it and I'm going to play it, okay? So you can get the whole thing.
All right.
And we're going to sleep on this.
Gotcha.
And tomorrow when we do the video talk, I'm going to have this shit set up. All right?
Okay.
Here we go.
And to take you and show you where your people are at, where your tables are at. And as you're walking, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful of walking into people.
Excuse me.
You have to be very careful of crossing boundaries into other
Big
people's
one.
territory. There's rules
On
to these.
Powder at Calipat.
You're not allowed to cross them, or you'll be disciplined. So once you get to your table and once you get to your area, someone's going to inform you of where you're allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go. These pull-up bars are ours. Those pull-up bars are theirs. That way you're not using other races' exercise equipment. You're not allowed to do that. This is a level 4 prison, extreme politics. You have to have respect at all times. That's the way it is. That's the way they train you. Then they'll tell you, they'll pull you to the side. Usually it's the person who has the yard. And at this time, it was an individual named Jamie Maddox from Fresno. Jamie Maddox from Fresno, he had that yard because he was tipped up. He was juiced up. He was just a regular wood. He stood about 5'10". He had a bald head, goatee, and he was mean. And he had LWAP. He had nothing to lose. Life without the possibility of parole. But at this time, he had major juice. At this time, he had major juice with the AB leadership. And that's who gave Jamie the yard. Jamie was plugged in with this dude. You could not even touch this dude, Jamie, without him. If he felt the need to, he could put you in the hat. He can get you green lighted in a second. All it would take is one type or one letter to his boy, and you're through. That's a fact. Well, this dude, Jamie Maddox, was pushing a hard line. Only problem is with Jamie Maddox, because he was a real bad dope fiend. He had a really, really, really bad drug habit. Probably some of the worst that I've ever seen. But he wasn't a Christian. Maddox. So he was already physically dependent on it.
Yeah,
and when you're in charge, anytime you're in a leadership position, especially any leadership position I've ever been in, never do drugs. You run those positions while you're sober because your thinking is off. Just like his thinking was off. He was so caught up in being strung out on him, lost his way. Next thing you know, his addiction took over, and he's dead. Other races while he has the yard.
I don't want to hear no more, James.
Nobody is
James, I'm good, homeboy. I don't want to hear no more, man. It's just full of shit.
Well, so
like we're just all the way through. So, I can't. Look, just call in the kiosk, and I'm gonna fucking just say the truth, homeboy. All the way up to 18 months ago when we jumped his bitch ass, and he cried out, "No, Jamie, no!" And that's what he fucking did, homeboy.
Excuse me on the tier, man. That was Jamie listening to Powder. Now, hot off the press, I happened to get a hold of Powder. And for everybody that's been wondering how Powder is and where he's been, he's alive and well. He's focused on getting his life together. But here is Jason's response to Jamie. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, I've seen that. One of my buddies, he sent me a video maybe about 2 weeks ago from a TikTok video that the one that I sent you a message about with that guy Tony and Jamie or whatever.
Yes, sir. So
do you mind? What was that about?
So I actually stabbed Jamie in Lancaster.
You stabbed him?
Yeah, before you met him, right?
Oh wow.
I did 12 years up in the Bay. So you and I just missed each other, right? Um,
Okay. Okay.
so I'm gonna tell you first of all, brother, I'm reaching out of love and respect, and I can help you as far as
Okay.
you have a board hearing in 2 years. You've waived after you got your 5-year denials, all that stuff, right? But I wanna tell you
Yes,
something.
sir.
I started watching YouTube. I had to kind of gather myself, right? Because this is a powerful moment for you and I, right? I stabbed Jamie.
Absolutely.
I stabbed Jamie, and then Jamie went down there. And I'm going to tell you what the piece about me and Jamie was. So, I obviously you told the story, um, and you're not lying, bro. Like you are in the fucking know as much as anybody that I know that's in the know. Let me just say that
Right.
off the top, right? And you and
Right.
Jamie are a lot alike. And so I
Right.
reached out to Jamie for an amends thing because I cut Jamie's throat in Lancaster in 2002 before you met him at Calipat when he cut himself, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
That's where he came from. Yeah, he came from Lancaster. Yep.
yeah, and, Jamie's going off and shit about you,
What is he going off about?
about you putting it out there that he stabbed himself, that he fucking ran
Oh,
that
okay.
razor
Okay. Okay.
down his chest, right? I tried to get Jamie to understand you were an impressionable youngster and you held him in the highest fucking regard. And even if you can
Yep.
talking about him fucking right now, can challenged him when he stood there with the fucking razor, fucking asking himself if he could cut himself.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So when this dude Jamie, because I was with him in Tehachapi about 2 years ago, why didn't he address any of this type of stuff with me like a man? Because we were supposed to be buddies or whatever. Why did he, if he had something to say, why didn't he verbalize that to me? We could have situated this. You know what I'm saying, James?
Yes, sir. And I think so. First of all, Jamie he's
Because
kind
that's
of
not cool.
yeah. I'm working with him, right? So because I think there's a prior incident where they jumped on you too.
Yeah, but see, I don't. Yeah, and he was a part of it. He was a part of it, right? They out of nowhere, I got snaked on. Out of nowhere, I have no
Yeah,
idea what it was. I ended up finding out later that whatever it was all false. So they
yeah,
made some stuff up, and
yeah.
I was
It's all
still trying to
over.
get to the bottom of it.
It's the same shit that Jamie always got going on, bro. He fucking
What
he
is it?
like his debts, his addictions.
Do you know the reason why that happened? Do you know the reason why that happened? Yeah.
And there were small things like that's why I reached out to Jamie. I was like, "Fuck, dude, you cut your fucking self." Basically confirming everything you're fucking saying and that I know to be true.
Right.
But he was all fucking irate about you putting it out there because nobody knew, but you knew, and he had told you, and you guys have talked, and I could tell that you guys were close like that, right? So after that, he got 12 years. He just got 12 years not too long ago. He stabbed a dude named Sonic and some other dude
Yeah, I
that
heard about that.
okay, and
And
then
he got himself into a bit of trouble behind doing that. You know.
correct, and that's and he and,
Yeah.
he, and he's up at Salinas Valley tripping right now because it's all fucking bad around him, right?
I've been hearing all kinds of rumors about how Big Ronnie Yondell and Jake and all them are in trouble because of the trials and all that stuff. Is that true, or are those just rumors? Because it's hard for me to believe that they would be in trouble. You
I'm
know?
gonna tell you what. Everybody's in trouble, right? Like we are all in fucking
Right.
trouble, right? Dude, I can facilitate. We can get on a fucking Zoom call with me, you, and Jamie after we fucking walk the track and everything, after we make sure everything. And dude, we have all the elements to assemble in a positive direction with all of the
Yeah.
controversies that we have amongst us.
Have you spoke to Jamie about doing that? About doing a FaceTime like that? Have you
Yeah,
spoken to him?
we can do it, bro. We can do it. I'm telling you right
Hey,
now.
but the thing is, though, look. Let me just explain something right now. Where's Jamie's feelings towards me as of right now? Like currently, where's his feelings at towards me?
Well,
Because we're not on the best of terms. You know what I'm saying? I don't like what he did. He's totally snaked me. He totally snaked me, James.
yeah,
He could have came up to me, told me how he felt, and we could have ran it heads up. But all that snaking me, that turned and backfired on him.
yeah, yeah. No, okay, I can't presume to speak for Jamie or whatever, but in the process of
Uh-huh.
me, of doing all this stuff, you know, talking to him, but and everybody
Yeah.
thinks you're lying, and you're not fucking lying. There are
Yeah.
there are little things that people can distort one way or the other. But I was like, it inspired me to sort of get back involved like this, right? Because
Right.
because I can identify with it, right? But I know you want to come home, and I
I
know,
do.
I know how far fetched it seems right now, but I know the situation that you're in, and I kind of
Okay.
and whereas I never thought that I would be out of prison, I'm out of prison, right? And but
Right.
the only way that I continue to get help for all the shit that I'm going through is reaching back
Yeah.
and dealing with people that understand. And I know you understand.
Okay.
And I know that because you got something special, bro,
Right.
right?
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too, brother.
Plenty of stories to unleash, but in the future we defeat the beast. Brand new, nothing left to fear. Re-entry is here, re-entry is here. Thank you on the team.